Stop there. That's a blue snowball. Microphone. Hello, does that mic work? Wake up and you just like relax.
Group 1. Thank you. Good morning. My name is Beverly Hilke. I am very blessed to be the principal here at Forest Brook Middle School, and it is my honor and my pleasure to welcome so many of our friends and family members to our end of the year awards program for our 6th graders this morning. This year has flown by. I'm sure that I'm not the only person in the room who is feeling that way right now. And we are so thankful that you have shared your children with us this year, giving us the opportunity to grow, nurture, and love them as they have become Forest Brook Middle School Gators. We would like to recognize some special guests with us this morning. Thank you to Mr. Johnny Calder for being here and joining us this morning. Mr. Calder probably needs no introduction to many of you. He is truly a champion for children and for education and has been such a wonderful blessing to us in this attendance area. Also this morning, we'd like to welcome Ms. April Scott. She is our Executive Director for Middle Schools. Thank you, Bill, for taking time out of their schedules to be with us this morning. As we begin our program this morning, I'm going to introduce to you Ms. Rachel Kegler. She is our Student Council Vice President, and she is going to lead us in the Pledge of Allegiance.
Good morning. Please stand for Pledge of Allegiance. I pledge allegiance to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all. Please help me in welcoming our Student Body President, Ms. Rocky Evans. Good morning to all parents, teachers, and outstanding students. For the final time of this year, I would like to welcome you to Forest Brook Middle School 4th quarter assessment. If we think back to the beginning of this year, we can definitely say it's been quite a journey. You stepped into a new year, scared of what you would find inside. Whether it was learning how to open your lockers or trying to make new friends, you conquered everything that came your way. Throughout this year, you took chances and experienced changes that ultimately shaped you into who you are today. All the paths you took and decisions you made helped you learn that middle school is your time to come. To not follow someone else's footsteps, but to rather create your own. So now, let's celebrate all the hard work and effort you have put forth this year. As you continue on, I hope you continue the legacy Forest Brook and the 8th graders have set forth. And I wish you all the very best for what your future may bring. Thank you.
Good morning. At this time, we would like to call a couple of students to the stage. Make sure you enter all the way on my left, shake Ms. Hilke's hand, and exit to my right. Because these are the few 6th grade students that have persevered throughout this year and have perfect attendance the entire school year. The first student we'd like to recognize, and you can come on up, is Mr. Brandon Clay. The next student we'd like to recognize, Ms. Sarah Patel. The next student we'd like to recognize is Tyler Vu. And the last student we would like to recognize is Vaughn Litsa. Again, let's give a nice round of applause to all these students that persevered this entire school year. At this time, we'll allow Ms. Karen Truce to come to the stage to present some reading awards.
Good morning. My name is Karen Truce, and I'm the library teacher here at Forest Brook Middle School. I'm proud to share with you that FMS is full of voracious readers. FMS Gators, I have truly enjoyed getting to know each of you and your reading interests this year. Today I'd like to celebrate and honor a few outstanding 6th grade students for their love of reading and the library. I would like to say a very special thank you to our FMS PTO for their support of the library and our top readers this year. Students, please come up as I call your names. Please hold your applause until all students come forward for recognition. The following students made the superintendent's reading honor roll for reading 20 books, and each will receive a certificate from Superintendent Maxey. Neve Gormley from Ms. Ogden's class, Christian Spencer from Ms. Collins' class, and Anisha Shrivastava from Collins' class. Our top 6th grade reader is from Mrs. Collins' class. He read 98 books this year and will receive a $20 gift card from Barnes & Noble. Christian Spencer, come back up, Ms. Collins' class. Thank you, FMS Gators. Have a great summer and keep reading.
Sixth graders, as a reminder, this is an awards program. There should not be a lot of talking between recognition. Each person deserves the opportunity to hear their name called and to be recognized for their accomplishments.
At this time, I'm speaking on behalf of Ms. Catherine Van Ness, our art teacher. She wanted to make sure she gave some 6th grade art achievement awards to some students. I am going to ask that everybody hold their applause until all these students come across the stage, get their awards, and you can go ahead and go back to your seat. When you get back to your seat, just stand. So once everyone gets their award, we'll give you one more round of applause. The first art student is Ms. Peyton Canetti, Aaron Carr, Callista Christopher, Vanessa De Rosa, Walter Duran, Angelina Fierro, Cole Gambo Golter, Ashley Garis, Kimberly Gonzalez, Lila Gordon, Nied Gormley, Cooper Goss, Alex Graham, Otto Graham, Russell Hernandez, Madison Lemon, McKenna Mazil, Ortiz Martinez Ramos, Lucen Renderos, Maxwell Mishler, Lisbeth Montez, Katie O'Keefe, Tara Ricketts, John Sanchez, Cassie Simmons, Jamie Simmons, Michelle Stockdale, Natalie Thompson, Courtney Falk, Colin West, Isis Wilson, Goldie Zong, and Elaine Zungo. And we'd also like to recognize another small group of sixth graders who were inducted into the National Junior Art Honor Society. All I need these students to do is, of course, just stand in your spots, and we will again hold our applause until all names are read. David Burgess, please stand. Mian Gormley, please stand. Cooper Goss, Samantha Lemire, and Kathleen Roman. Please stand and thank you guys for being inducted to the National Honor Society. Now, we've had a chance to acknowledge some perfect attendance, some great behavior, and some special subjects, but with the job that I have, there's one recognition I'd like to give out. Throughout this whole year, we have over 272 students in this school building. And we were very fortunate to have over 170 of those students not to receive any type of behavior infraction the entire year. I need all those students that received their behavior honor roll to please stand and show that off so we can give you a nice round of applause. Thank you very much, students. You may have a seat. And at this time, we're going to call Ms. Valesky and Ms. Ogden to the stage.
Good morning. My name is Ms. Ogden, and I'm one of the sixth grade teachers, and I will be presenting the Alpha Awards today, and Ms. Molesky will be following with the Beta Awards. Students, we are going to do procedures a little bit different, so make sure you listen up to these. Instead of coming up across the stage to pick up your certificates, we will call your name, and you just have to stand up where you are sitting, and then remain standing until all the alphas are called. And then alphas, you will be seated, and then we will recognize our betas in the same way. So betas, you will then stand when you hear your name, and remain standing at your seat until all the beta names have been called. So we will start with our first alpha, and again, just stand up and remain standing until all names have been called. Eduardo Ashwitz Agredo, Ayla Ball, Lainey Barno, Lindsay Beam, Lasia Bumgarner, Craig Bushong, Kevin Carcama Castillo, Ava Harmony, Aaron Carr, Emma Cartner, Caitlin Cox, Olivia Crosby, Jose Cruz Minchu, Angelica Cruz Salgado, Haley Cunningham, Skylar DeBrule, Vanessa DeRosa, Alana D'Souza, Bailey Dixon, Davelin Domenico, Diamond Duncan, Emma Elliott, Sitlali Esquivel, Charlotte Evans, Brianna Fahey, Kristen Battizi, Max Fever, Chelsea Galley, Cole Gambacorda, Kimberly Gonzalez, Jaslyn Goodrum, Lila Gordon, Neve Gormley, Lillian Graham, Rachel Hernandez, Jennifer Hernandez, Wilson Wong, Colin Huggins, Alyssa Jackson, Zoe Nick, Ashley Kruger, Jessica LaCours, Samantha Lemeyer, Madison Lemon, Liza Link, Ella LePac, Megan Long, Nicholas Mikado, McKenna Mazel, Michaela Molina, Tristan Martin, Beatriz Martinez Ramos, Casey Matthews, Lucian Medeiros, Ethan Medeiros, Max Mishler, Briseis Mitchell, Faith Mitchell, Lisbeth Montez Chacon, Tan Nguyen, Bethany Peters, Yanara Pineda, Anna Pratt, Gianna Rocco, Taylor Reyes, Mikkel Rice, Tierra Rickett, Britt Rocky, Connor Rogers, Omar Ruiz Cruz, Peyton Scott, Joseph Shanae, Cassie Simmons, Jamie Simmons, Lily Simons, Carter Talent, Natalie Thompson, Blaze Todd, Tyler Vu, Isis Wilson, Kathleen Worley, Andy Zhu, Gojette Zong, Goli Zong, and Eileen Zuniga. Please help me in congratulating these students with a round of applause. Alphas, congratulations, you may be seated. Betas, you will follow those same procedures as the alphas.
We will now take this time to acknowledge the betas, which are students who received all A's and B's for the fourth quarter. Bianca Austin, Isabella Arias, Amante Armstrong, Cody Baker, Conrad Balder, Juan Fowler, Robert Barrientos Fierros, Tiffany Benton, Trinity Blanchard Castro, Gavin Bollinger, Mackenzie Brummett, Jacob Baumgartner,
Austin Burkert, Jackson Bird, Chelsea Calixto, Jayla Campbell, Pablo Camposeco Barroso, Peyton Canetti, Chase Cargan, Jalea Carvalho, Reed Coley, Hunter Collins, Chloe Cox, Tyler Crow, Milagro Cruz Moscoso, Bianca Custer, Canaria Davis, Daniel De Jesus, Amado Aguano Bermudez, Mario Escobar, Abigail Furman, Christopher Flaherty, Luz Flores Espinoso, Caleb Floyd, Jada Ford, Jude Foster, Ashley Garces, Keanu Garcia Alvarado, Harold Garner, Robert Godwin, Brandon Gonzalez, Cooper Goss, Alex Graham, Brandon Hernandez, Macy Hine, Perla Ibarra de Paz, Alexia Jackson, Sean James, Joshua Carr, Amy Kelly, Megan Kennedy, Abigail Kehoe, Logan LaFramboise, Tyler Lanin, Hayden Lance, Crimson LaRussa, Emma Ledsum, Trinity Lewis, Allison Luthen, Liliana Malpica, Johan Martinez, Eddie Morales Bailey, Haley Moran, Julian Knock, Hayden O'Keefe, Taylor Owens, Sarah Hertel, Joseph Pigeon, Zoe Piarwarsic, Leah Rapper, Fernando Reyes Vigil, Leilana Rivera, Madeline Robinette, Emily Rodriguez Bernal, Annette Sanchez, Jose Sanchez, Kevin Sanchez Sorto, Peyton Sitnick, Christian Spencer, Anisha Sirabastava, Daniel Starrett, Caleb Stefanik, Olivia Stevens, Michelle Stockstill, Catherine Tanner, Emerson Taylor, Shane Tony, George Trejo Guerrero, Randy Utley, Caitlin Vance, Courtney Vaught, Leslie Menegas Ardoa, Raymond Villafane, Raymond Walsh, Addison Watts, Colin West, Ryan Wolfman, Tiana Woodward, Shania Wright, Logan Young, and Patrick Young. Let's all give them a big round of applause. You guys may be seated. Next, something we like to do at the end of the year here at Forest Brook Middle School is we like to recognize some students for subject-specific awards. So we will begin by recognizing some students in ELA. So if the ELA teachers would like to join me on stage, we can do that. And then each subject will go through them. Students, I would like to remind you that your name could be called at any time. For these subject-specific awards, we will have those students come to the stage. So we are going to start with ELA. Again, students, when you hear your name, you can come on stage to receive your certificate. Again, I am Ms. Ogden, so I'm going to start with my first block class. I'm going to recognize students who have received the highest average for the year. The first student that I'm going to recognize is Lainey Barno. Come on up, Lainey. We actually had a tie with Sitlali Esquivel. So Sitlali, you also received the highest average in first block. For second block, we had a three-way tie, and that was Zoe Nick, Briseis Mitchell, and Taylor Reyes. Then in my third block ELA class, Brianna Fahey. Now I'm going to turn the mic over to Ms. Penna so she can announce her ELA achievers.
Okay, for the highest average award for first block, Tyler Moo. Second block, Natalie Thompson. Third, Blaze Todd. And fourth block, Alex Graham. Good job, Blaze Todd.
For Mrs. Novielli's ELA class, I'd like to welcome to the stage Bianca Custer.
For the Tailgaters team, the highest average in Block 1 ELA goes to Golin Zhang. In Block 2, we had a tie for the highest average, Wilson Huang, Jose Sanchez. In my Block 3, there was a three-way tie for highest average, Lisbeth Montes, Annie Pratt, Annie Zhu. And the highest average in my Block 4 ELA, Eileen Zuniga.
Let's give all of these students a round of applause. Students, you may be seated. Next, we will have our math teachers come up, and they will present our math achievement awards.
Mrs. Novielli's math class, I'd like to welcome to the stage Milagro Cruz Moscoso.
For Ms. Hawks' homeroom class for math, the highest average and also really good at helping everyone in the class learn math, Shane Tony. Block 2, spending a lot of time on Alex, giving one of the highest averages in Alex. And also in the class is Kristen Fatizzi. Block 3 with the highest average and really good at explaining math to his classmates, Jose Sanchez. And getting the highest math score of any child I've ever taught, and getting in the highest Alex book, and the highest average in the class is Andy Zhu.
For Ms. Molesky's first block math class, we have Olivia Crosby with the highest math average of the year. In my second block math class, we have a three-way tie with Lainey Barno, Citlali Escobar, and Michaela Molina. And in my third block math class, we have Taylor Reyes.
All right, so my name is Ms. Ojay, if you haven't met me. So in my first block, we have Vanessa DeRosa, the highest average. In second block, we have Tiara Rickett. Third block, Haley Cunningham. And in fourth block, we have a tie. So first is Natalie Thompson. And we also have Blaze Todd.
Next, we'll have our science teachers come up to present the highest averages for their science classes.
Second block class, Blaze Todd. Third block, another tie is Allison Ludeman and Joel Marino Lopez. And my fourth block class is Haley Cunningham.
Kaufman, and we're giving the Science Awards. Now, these people worked hard every day, every hour, and I think you need to realize that. Highest for the year, first block, Zoe Nix. In second block, Tristan Martin. And in third block, Lindsay Beam.
I'm Miss Whiting, and for my first block, highest average in science, it's Lila Gordon. For my second block, highest average, it's Emma Elliott. My third block, highest average, is Van Nguyen. And my fourth block, highest average, is Madison Lemon. At this time, I'd like to invite the social studies teachers to join us on the stage.
Sixth graders, Forest Brook 1. Thank you.
For Mrs. Novialia's social studies class, I'd like to welcome to the stage Julian Knott.
And for my class, I'd like to ask Lindsay Bean to come up.
For my fourth block social studies class, we have Michaela Molina with the highest average.
And for Mr. Panamar's first block social studies class, Andy Sue. Second block social studies class, Lila Gordon. Third block social studies class, Eduardo Negreda. And fourth block social studies class, Shane Tony.
Dobby's class, first block, the highest average was Blaze Todd. Second block was Haley Cunningham. Third block was Natalie Thompson. Fourth block, there was a tie. Jennifer Hernandez and Omar Ruiz Perez.
For Miss Ogden's social studies class, the highest average goes to Peyton Scott. hand of applause for all of our high achievers for all these achievements. You may be seated. Okay, students, we still have some more awards to give out. This time it's going to be team-specific awards. We are going to start with Gator Squad. So if the Gator Squad teachers could come to the stage, we will have you announce your team award.
These awards are special awards, and we have to look at our whole team and decide the one young lady and one young man who just exemplifies what a perfect Gator would be. On the Gator Squad, our Miss Gator Squad demonstrates all the qualities of an outstanding student. Throughout each day, she excels in her academics. She guides others with her positive attitude, and she strives to do her personal best in all of her endeavors. With her daily smiles and upbeat disposition, it has not only been a joy, but an honor to have her on our team this year. Our 2017-2018 Miss Gator Squad is Haley Cunningham.
Mr. Gator Squad is a young man who is intelligent, dependable, and hardworking. Throughout the year, he excelled in all of his academics and extracurricular activities. With his kind heart, genuine personality, he's been an exceptional role model for all of his peers and is always willing to help others. We are so proud to have had the opportunity to work with such an outstanding young man. Our 2017-2018 Gator Squad, Mr. Gator Squad, is Tyler Booth.
For the Great Gators, I'm going to go ahead and announce our Miss Great Gator. Our Miss Great Gator embodies what it means to truly be a great Gator. She strives for success each and every day and goes above and beyond to always do her personal best. Not only does she excel in all academic classes, but she is conscientious, respectful, and self-motivated. She is an excellent role model inside and outside of the classroom. We wish her the best in all that she does and expect to see her doing great things in the future. Our 2017-2018 Miss Great Gator is Sitlali Escobar.
grade Gator demonstrates the epitome of a well-rounded 6th grade student. He is respectful and kind to all classmates and teachers. He strives to always do his personal best, takes his time with his work, and is attentive to detail. He is organized, responsible, and has a fun-loving, infectious sense of humor. We appreciate and look forward to seeing his smiling face on a daily basis. We wish him the best in all that he does and expect to see him doing great things in the future. Our 2017-2018 Mr. Great Gator is Jose Cruz Minshew. Next, we will have the tailgater team come to the stage to present their team awards.
For the tailgater team, the Ms. Tailgater, this student demonstrates all the qualities of a model student. Not only is she extremely bright and creative, she is a mature, focused young lady. She never allows herself to be caught up in silly classroom drama that might distract her from the task at hand. Rather, she's determined to do her best work on every single assignment. In addition to working diligently in the classroom, this student is willing to lend a helping hand to her classmates and her teachers. Her intellect, her gentle, soft spirit, her loving sense of humor will take her far in the future, and we're proud to recognize our 2017-18 Ms. Tailgater, Lila Gordon.
Mr. Tailgater. This student exemplifies all that a middle schooler should be. He is conscientious about his academics and always strives to do his personal best. Whether he is choosing to read a classic work of literature in ELA class or is bringing historical figures to life in social studies. Besides his consistent academic excellence, this student behaves respectfully towards everyone. He is kind, compassionate, and polite to his classmates and his teachers, and approaches every task with a positive outlook and excited twinkle in his eyes. This young man has a great future ahead of him, and we are proud to recognize
our 2017-2018 Mr. Tailgater, Eduardo Alvarez.
Welcome all 6th grade teachers to the stage for some special presentations. Students, I would like to remind you that we still have a few more awards. So take a moment to recognize one of our 6th grade teachers who has been in the teaching profession for the past 45 years. She has been a member of the Forest Brook Middle School family for the past 15 years. Kathy Kaufman has been an exceptional teacher, has welcomed others with open arms, and has been kind to all she is around. She has mentored others and has always given a helping hand to anyone in need. She has been willing to do anything for anyone, and we will miss seeing her smiling face each day. Kathy, we wish you the best in your retirement and hope that you enjoy some well-deserved rest and relaxation. Thank you for everything that you have done for Forest Brook Middle. Once a Gator, always a Gator.
Thank you so much. And really all I want to say is I love my job. How many of us can say I'm happy to get up every morning and go to work? And one thing I was just saying to one of the parents, I think God saved the best for last because I have the most wonderful children this year that I've ever had. Thank you very much.
Person that we want to recognize, but however, I don't think she was able to make it. She kind of injured her foot, but we still wanted to pay her respects and acknowledge her. Another member of our Forest Brook School family who has made a lasting impression on our school and touched individual lives is Ann Hall. She has devoted roughly 36 years to education and has held many roles throughout that time. She has made personal connections and supported both students and staff here at Forest Brook Middle School. She has stepped in and been an active leader within our school, guided our students in the right direction to be positive members of our school community. We hope that Ann takes this time to enjoy her family and friends as she's going to be retiring this year. We're grateful that we have the opportunity to spend this year with her and wanted her to know that she's made a lasting impression and will always have a place in our hearts. Again, once a Gator, always a Gator.
Now we're going to turn things over to Ms. Pilkey for some closing remarks.
As our teachers are being seated, let's give one more round of applause to all of those students who are recognized this morning. Sixth graders, it's hard to believe that this year has gone by so quickly. We have watched you grow, mature, and achieve so many accomplishments. You've been recognized this morning for your academic, behavioral, and citizenship achievements. And you've accomplished much outside of the classroom as well. You have participated in multiple regional and state competitions in such endeavors like band, chorus, orchestra, archery, robotics, and many, many more. We are so proud of what you have accomplished in your first year as Forest Brook Middle School Gators. And we will treasure the memories that we have made with you. May you continue to pursue excellence every day, everywhere. And parents, family members, and special guests, thank you so much for joining us today as we celebrate these incredibly special and talented young people. As we close this morning, we have some procedures that we will follow for dismissal. We know, students, that many of you have parents and family members here today who would like to have the opportunity to take some pictures. So those students who have special guests in the audience should remain seated until all others have been dismissed. Parents, if you wish to sign your child out after the program, we ask that you please do so in the front office while we send your child back down the hallway to gather his or her belongings. Students, we will also dismiss you by teams this morning. and you will be going back to your first academic class. So if you have a special guest, you are going to remain seated. Otherwise, members of the tailgaters team, please exit the door closest to the stage and the exploratory hallway. So tailgaters team, who are remaining with us, you may exit at this time under the direction of your teachers. At this time, members of the Gator Squad team who are returning to class may exit with your team. And lastly, members of the Great Gators team who are returning to class may do so. Please follow your teachers out for closest to the stage.